What's up, y'all? This is your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. Yo, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, multiple languages, very simplified, every HBO, every Cinemax, pay-per-views, UFC, WWE. We're taking over every network, okay? And it's compatible with your iPhones, your Androids, your Fire Sticks. You can check them out, do your Googles, do your research on laybacktv.com. That's LAYBACK TV.com. Only $25 a month. Tell them your boy Eddie Jack sent you, or else! Okay? Now, let's get into some film and hip-hop talk. Alright? What up, y'all? It's film and hip-hop talk. Now, here on the Drop That Podcast, we're going to speak about what the rumor is about Will Smith. I mean, they're saying begging. I don't think he's begging, but he's asking for his 10-year ban from the Oscars to be lifted. After, what, a year or two? Now, if you guys don't know because you were living under a fucking rock, okay? We weren't, but we seen it on live television. It was Chris Rock giving a G.I. Jane joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, okay? And mother to two of his three kids. And, you know, he said a G.I. Jane joke because, you know, she was bald from the condition from alopecia and so forth, right? Now, I can understand why some people can find that offensive, but a lot of people don't even know who the fuck G.I. Jane was. Okay, we all heard of G.I. Joe, but G.I. Jane was a military film that came in the, you could say, early mid-90s that was starring Demi Moore. Okay, Demi Moore, known for striptease, Ghost, and so forth. But she was also known as G.I. Jane, a woman who was making it into a male's dominant military. Okay, not many people know about that fucking movie. I mean, it's not like she won an Oscar for it. It was a great project, a great film. She killed it incredibly. But this generation, I mean, they sleep behind the fucking wheel. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, Will Smith is a fucking legend, okay? Grammy Award winner as DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Will Smith, when his solo, gave you albums like Big Willie Style, Willennium, Born to Reign, Lost and Found, and so forth, okay? Gave you singles like Men in Black, Just the Two of Us, Getting Jiggy With It, Miami, Will 2K. Yo, these records, you know, they're gonna live on forever. You know what I mean? And he gave you film projects, classics. My favorite, we can go down on a quick little list. You know what I'm saying? Independence Day, legendary. Men in Black 1, 2, and 3, legendary. Enemy of the State with Gene Hackman, legendary. Ali, Academy Award nominated for that. Legendary. iRobot, legendary. Wild Wild West with Kevin Kline, Salma Hayek, Kenneth Bargan. Hitch with Eva Mendes and Kevin James. I Am Legend. They're working on the I Am Legend 2 with Michael B. Jordan. Hancock with Charlize Theron and Jason Bateman. Focus with Margot Robbie. Okay? Even Bad Boys 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Legendary. Now, with that being said, he won Academy Award for King Richard, which was the same evening that he approached after this G.I. Jane joke that Chris Rock said on stage. He stepped on stage, slapped the dog shit out of Chris Rock, and told him to keep his wife's name out of his fucking mouth. Now, Chris Rock has yet to speak on this publicly. I mean, kind of did, as far as his Netflix special that became a live stream. First comedy special that was live streamed, called Selective Outrage. If you didn't see it, check it out. He addresses it at the end. Now, I've seen a lot of people rebuttal this as regarding Will Smith, you know, getting his suspension lifted. You know, I mean, look at Will Smith is doing right now. He gave you Bad Boys 4, that was #1 in theaters, I think, for 2-3 weeks. Okay, Bad Boys Ride or Die with Martin Lawrence. It's a franchise film from 95, all the way from 95. So we talking nearly 20 years. And he came out with his new single, "You Can Make It." And he's using the Sunday church service, whoever is with Kanye West when he was doing his church thing. Will's doing his music thing, and this is the way to actually this is a way to speak out, and this is a good way. Will's he was always a rapper. He was great at what he can do, but I think this PR move that they're doing, if it's Will, if it's his PR team, as regarding to trying to get it lifted, but I'm also going to speak my mind through my music. He has a song called "Light 'Em Up" featuring Sean Paul on the Bad Boys 4, Bad Boys Ride or Die soundtrack. I think that track is fire. It's my favorite track on the soundtrack. You could hear little subliminals every now and then. Does he? I think he has a beef with Chris Rock. No. Is he apologetic? I think he is. But it's like the Oscars already spoke on this. They're not gonna lift any shit until you work that out with Chris, and we'll go from there. You know what I mean? I've even heard Stephen A. Smith saying, "Oh, he owes the public an apology or explanation." Let's just call it what it is. Will Smith doesn't owe you a motherfucking thing, okay? This guy has given his blood, his sweat, and his tears, literally, for this fucking industry. Entertainment business. Rather if it was music, rather if it was fucking films. And he gave it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's living his life. On his birthday, he went fucking bungee jumping in the Grand Canyon right off a fucking helicopter. I salute him. But a adrenaline junkie like a motherfucker. I would love to do this shit. But it's like, you guys think he fucking owes you. He don't owe you shit. He's giving you over 30 years worth of entertainment. He don't owe you a fucking thing. Now, one person he owes a conversation to, he owes Chris Rock, the legendary Chris Rock. I ran into Chris Rock, okay? I ran into him. Fucking nice man. Nice gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Straight New York. I think he's from Brooklyn. Okay? Tony Rock. I met his brother Tony Rock at a 7-Eleven. Fucking awesome dude. You know what I'm saying? Great family. You know what I mean? They do. Hey, that's family right there. And, maybe we could have saw a fucking fight. Who knows? If it wasn't Chris Rock, if it was somebody like Dwayne Johnson, will Will Smith be doing that? I fucking doubt it. But then again, we don't know. In the end of the day, my thing is, I feel like this was built up aggression that Will Smith has been having over the years, rather if it was personal or professional. Hell, he sat at a red table talk with his wife, watching her express how another man made her feel great in bed, and it was an entanglement. I felt hurt that he was going through that. You know what I'm saying? You could feel the emotion on his face. And he let it out. He let it out aggressively with Chris, and then he broke out in tears because as an actor, we do lose ourselves, and we don't know how to find each other until we take a moment. And he took a moment in his acceptance speech, for King Richard. I felt bad for him, but does he owe a conversation to Chris Rock? Yes, he does. Does he owe an apology to Chris Rock? Yes, he does. I think it should be him and Chris Rock publicly, like a red table talk kind of in a way, and literally speak one another. One speaks, one another, and then hash it out, hug it out, move on. But should this be the result of lifting his fucking ban? Who gives a flying fuck? You know what I mean? The Oscars shitted on Will Smith with the movie Ali and The Pursuit of Happiness when he should have fucking won the Oscar. You gave it to him for King Richard? There was no competition! So fuck the Oscars. Will, have the conversation with Chris Rock and leave the Oscars the fuck alone. Who needs them? They don't make nobody. But I'm your boy Eddie Jackson. That's all we got for the Drop That Podcast. Check us out at youtube.com /@ Drop That Podcast. Hit the subscribe button, like the page. We out this bitch. Peace.